I'm Ryan, and my life is average. Okay, guys, so wanted to make a video where I'm, like raw and real. And since it's the new year, why not now? Why not us? Why not now? Also, this video is not sponsored by Nike, unfortunately, because if so, I'd be living in a house with a pool and a yard. But we're not there yet. But if I keep making knife videos, we'll get there soon. But yeah, guys, I wanted to make a video, serious video, more of a discussion video about myself. It's not clickbait. You're probably like, oh, it's no, okay? I know I've been the clickbait king lately, but this is a real video where I want to be honest about some things, come clean, talk to you guys, because I rely on your feedback more than you think. You guys' feedback makes me feel kind of more normal and more human, and I try to give you guys myself and my real raw emotions in hopes that you can relate. And just like every time, there will be a handful of you that are like, gay. Feelings don't make you gay. Make you more of a man than you think. Or woman. Doesn't, whatever it is. So, yeah, let's just do it. So a lot of times when I make videos about my mom or anything that I've gone through, with death and things like that, a lot of you guys are always commenting really nice things like, Ryan, you're so strong. You're like, you have nothing wrong with you. I aspire to be like you, and you seem like you're so perfect. And hey, like, great. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you for thinking that I'm doing okay, because that makes me feel better about myself. But I feel like sometimes those videos maybe give off the wrong impression. Like, maybe it seems like I'm trying to seem stronger than I am, or I've always had a fear of vulnerability. And these videos have helped me get over that by being more myself, but I still feel like there's a part of me that I don't really talk about. And recently, different people in my life have brought up things that made me think, and like honestly think, not just put it off, because I'm one of those people where I'll put something off and I'll say, no, I'm fine. Stop. I don't need to think about that. And recently, in the last month or so, I've just thought a lot more about who I am and why do I hide things and why am I so afraid of being vulnerable and being who I really am, and discussing that with professionals and getting help. I was always afraid to get help, ever since I've lost people when I was younger. I was always like, nope, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm strong, and I am strong, I'm mentally tough, but there are things that are wrong with me that I've finally come to terms with, and I'm not afraid to discuss them with you, with anybody, my friends, my family, relationships, anybody. And so recently, within the last month, I decided to see a therapist, and for the longest time, that was a scary thing for me. I felt like if I saw a therapist, that made me weak, or like I was, one of those people that's in therapy every week. Oh my God, their life sucks. Because I never felt that way. I never felt like my life sucked. I've always been humorous. I've always still been myself. But I decided to see a therapist, and it was super scary at first. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's so awkward. Anybody that does therapy, it knows, like, the first minute or two, you're like, oh man, this person is gonna hear a lot. And I didn't know how much it opened up. And I decided to really just let it all out. And once I was there, I felt comfortable, and I've done a bunch of sessions, and it's helped a lot. Just doing that, getting over that stigma that it's okay to see professional people. And some of the things I struggle with are, I'm an unbelievably negative person. My anxiety is terrible. I've never taken anything for it. I have very bad anxiety, not crippling anxiety. It's weird, like I can go out, I can be in New York City, I can be in Times Square and be just fine around people. But certain situations, like abandonment or people leaving, I am insane with it. And for instance, I wanted to share something. I also have really bad OCD. I've gotten better with it throughout the years. And also, please don't be one of those people where someone says, oh, they have OCD, and then that person's like, oh, that's not OCD. Just relax. Like, you don't have to get upset at people who are saying that they have something, because a lot of the times they're really trying their best to understand what it is too. I see videos like this sometimes, and the comments will be like berating the person, like, you don't have ADD, you have this. Like, just relax. I've always had really bad OCD, and when I was younger, and I talked about this with my therapist, I used to be super crazy with like I was such a mama's boy. I used to be so crazy in the sense that, or mentally, you know, like I thought I was insane that I would think these things. If my mom was out, let's say she would go to friends, she would get wings every week. She would go out with her friends into the city. And I was always, and this is before she was really sick or anything, when I was like 9. If I didn't open a magazine, which was an Auto Trader magazine, it was a car magazine, because I was obsessed with cars. If I didn't open the magazine to the 27th page and read the article that was on the page, which was about an old 67 Chevy, if I didn't read that article in under 20 seconds, I thought my mom would die. Insane, right? I mean, I don't know why. And every night when she would do that, or if she was late somewhere, I'd open it up, and if I finished it in 20 seconds, which I always did, I was good. I felt good. Everything was going to be okay. And then she would show up, and I would be like, ah, good. And the magazine did it. Me opening to that exact page, and if I didn't open to the exact page, I would close it, keep opening it like a madman, and I would do all these things. And when I was younger, I used to punch myself in the stomach a lot. If I messed up, or I'd get angry at myself, I'd hit myself really hard. I'd pull my hair out. Even up to like 17, 18, I'd kind of like pull out my hair. And even little things like for the last 5 years, I'll pull my eyelashes out. I don't know if you guys can see. It's probably hard to see, but in this eye, you see like there's a chunk of eyelashes missing. I still do that. I still, when I get nervous or I get anxious, I'll literally just rip out my eyelashes. Or, yeah, and there's times where I won't film for a couple weeks, and that's because I'm really self-conscious. Like I'll freak out and I'll go crazy, and then I'll like rip all my eyelashes out, and I feel so nuts. And you know, I used to think that it was so insane, and after talking to somebody, I've learned that it's not that crazy. You know, like it's just things. We all do weird shit. Things that hurt us, things that we shouldn't be doing, things that we think are insane, and they're actually more normal than we think. And I've been coming to terms with it more. I've been doing a lot better with it. I'm not as bad as I used to be as a kid, but I was just giving you a perspective on the way I've been. I'm the type of person where when I upload a video, I squint with one eye to look at the views when they refresh, because I'm so nervous that you guys aren't going to watch my videos. Sometimes I'll lay on the floor and look from afar, like crazy weird shit. I can't pause a YouTube video unless it's at a certain time. If it's not at a certain time, I have to go back and pause it at that, like 1:15 would be a perfect time to pause a YouTube video compared to 1:16. And if it's 1:16, I freak out. Like very little things that freak me out. My car, I had a spot in my car and I got really obsessed with it, and I cleaned it, and then I made the spot bigger, and then the spot got bigger, and I ended up cleaning my car seat for almost 7 hours one day in cold weather. So much so that I got sick from it. So I've come to terms with a lot of these things. I wanted to show you the fact that I suffer with a lot of these issues, just so you know that like I'm not this strong rock role model person that's epitome of awesome, you know, and stuff like that. I have my freakouts and my bad days, and I'm not going to show them on camera because, you know, we don't like to show our vulnerability, but I'm starting to be okay with that. Another aspect with me is I've always been afraid of abandonment because of my past and different things, and I've always had a fear of just people just leaving, you know, just leaving me. So when somebody that I care about is on their way home, I wait, I look at the clock, and if they're not texting me and 10 minutes have gone by, in my mind, they're dead. They're in a ditch, they died in an accident. Not logically, like, oh, they hit traffic, maybe they got food. Nope, I can't. And I'm working on it because I don't like the word can't. And that's what I've been doing with therapy, is just really understanding why I'm like this. And obviously it goes back to that year of my life where things were not going well with my mother, and I tried to block it out, you know, and for the last whatever years of my life, I've tried to block out any issues I've had and just not think that they're there or not address them. And I know a lot of you guys are like that, and I just wanted to say that from me to you, it's okay to address those problems, even if it's by yourself or just with a friend, or even if you do get help, like me, which I never thought I would do. This time last year, I was not ready, and you might not be ready for a while as well. But I'm feeling better already. I really am. And talking to you guys makes me feel better to get this out there. Some people are terrified of that. That's fine. We're all different. I like getting my stuff out there sometimes because I know that it helps you, and in return that makes me feel better. But there are a lot of things that I struggle with. There are a lot of nights where I feel like a mental patient. And I used to be afraid that I felt different, or that I was doing things to my body or my face or my hair, or doing the smallest things that felt weird. But you know what, like, I'm just learning that that's who I am. That's what I was given. And I can either fear it and block it out and run away from it for years, or I can just address it head on. And that's what I've decided to do. And like I said, I feel good already. I'm making progress. It's going to take a while, but I'm getting there. And I thank you guys, because a lot of you guys in your comments and videos and your tweets and things like that legit help. And I know all these fuckboys out there say that bullshit. Oh, I love you, my bays. No, I mean, like, you know, I'm a lot more honest than most YouTubers, and it's not a shot at YouTubers, but I make a lot of videos where I'm brutally honest about myself, including this one, and you guys are usually really honest back with your issues and your things. And like I said, that helps a lot. And we have a cool little community on this channel. Lord knows we're losing subscribers because of YouTube, because I'm not, you know, we're not smashing and bashing and crashing the like button enough. But you guys, this community that we have here, legit has helped me make myself better. And I just really felt like I wanted to make a video just to say, like, you know, don't look at me as some person that's so strong as a rock, because I have my cracks in my rock just like everybody else. You know, nobody is any weaker or stronger than anybody. It's all in here. And you might be watching this still and be like, well, I don't have these issues, but maybe somebody you know does. Maybe you can help somebody, talk to somebody. If you see your friend struggling with these things, you know, really try to connect with them and let them know that, hey man, I'm just as weird, you know? Like, my therapist was telling me things that he did, and I was like, wow, it makes me feel better. It's not just me, you know? And he was showing me different things and links and different articles where I was like, okay, because everything that you do, someone else has done in the world, guaranteed. It might be the crazy, you might stick your damn toe in a bottle of jelly every night because you're losing something. Somebody else does that. And I know that sounds ridiculous. That was a ridiculous example, but it's true, you know? Everybody, there's somebody out there that's doing the same thing as you. You're not as crazy as you think, and that's what I'm realizing. I'm trying to tell myself that a lot. So in the comments, if you guys want to, you know, share some of your stories, some things that you've been hiding, some things that you've been putting off, you know, and help some people in the comments. If somebody says something, talk to them about it. If you struggle, if you're looking in the comments and you're struggling with an issue someone else is, whether it's OCD, whether it's, you know, it could be bulimia, it could be anything. Reply to the comments and let's get a huge thread of comments going. Thousands of comments if we can. With you guys just helping each other to know that we all have these same issues. And maybe not each person, but a lot of us have issues that other people have. Because what I've realized is, from doing research and looking things up, a lot of people think that they're alone with this stuff, especially depression, eating disorders, and even insomnia, with things like that. People just think that they're nuts, and we're not. We're just human. We're just human. We're as good as we can be, you know? We are clearly not perfect. If I was, I'd have 1 million subscribers right now. I'm just kidding. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Like it if you want. I don't care. Click the bell, by the way. Because if you don't click the bell, I guess you don't get my notifications. Click the damn bell. Okay? Ring it. Crack the bell like the Liberty Bell. Crack that bell button. That's like a new phrase we can say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Me kind of letting you in on some things. And yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. I'll see you guys next week. And hey, stay average.